facing camera is giving it to the girls. How you doing? Okay, honey. This is me, Aaron Fantasy, back once again. How you doing? Okay, honey. ROHA. Oh shit. I have a new audio thing.
I did a whole, production on the ROHAs. What was it? Episodes 1 through 2 or whatever. We're on episode 3, I do believe. But or maybe 4. But this latest one, I said, let me just do it in the car and talk to my dreamers. How you doing? Okay, honey. Hope you guys. I enjoyed this episode. Okay, honey. So I just made a couple of little notes and said, let me make a little quick video and everything else. So I'm tired of doing like a lot of production. I don't see a lot of comments and views and likes and stuff like that. So be sure to comment, like, and everything of the sort if the episode has been giving. Okay, honey. But it has been giving. And let me tell you this real quick off the cuff. Kenya Moore has been vindicated. I'm on the bandwagon. I think Kenya Moore has been vindicated. Okay, we wonder why she did what she did, but because she was so sweet, she was so nice, and that woman attacked her. Basically attacked her that she would beat her. Did you hear that? Bree Edie attacked her, and then she'd go get the guns, and it was just too much.com. What do you guys think? In comment section below. It wasn't too much.com. Okay. But we're gonna get there in just a second, okay? But let's go ahead down the line, on the main, parts of the episode, okay, honey? All right, let me start over here. So, Portia denied Drew and Dennis shooting together. I think she was meeting up with somebody, and so she was denying that. So I did, I didn't understand that. If it's like in the past and everything, why are you mad? And that's your baby daddy, you done moved on, and stuff like that. And we're gonna get there in just a second. I like, Dennis's point, okay? We're gonna get there in just a second when he meets up with a Juicador. And I wanted to see that, so I'm glad that they had that scene and stuff. I think it's up to him. If he wanna make some coins and stuff like that, recording this album for Juicador, let him do it. It's his prerogative, he grown, you see. Anyways, Ralph is in the basement, honey. And Juicador is shading him that he's down in the basement, like the basement looks terrible, it's tacky, it's terror, okay, for the girls, okay, honey. But they shaded hers because the basement looks good. I would sit my ass down there with Ralph, honey, especially Ralph giving the muscles and stuff like that, honey. He giving athletic tees, honey. I bet, if he's outside, he need to get in my DMs, honey. Get in my DMs, okay? He is too far. Okay, honey, he need to come and play with me. Okay, he is too far. Oh, girl, I would deal with his shit for that sexiness. I really would. Okay, look like he got no emotional intelligence. He got no EQ. Okay, honey, he like to gaslight people. But I would deal with it. I would deal with it. He too far. Okay. Kenya and Kelly meet up. Okay, at the Kenya hair spot. Okay. If I was Marlo, honey, I would have popped on in there, honey, okay, and ruined her little event, okay. I would have done that, honey. But anyway, that was a serious convo about Kelly's restraining order and stuff like that. I want to see the man, okay. And I don't like one-sided stories that you don't hear the other side and stuff like that. I mean, if you don't know him like that and she's out on the show, you should get your own coins and stuff like that and be on the show and tell your side of the story, okay. But apparently he put hands on her and she insinuated that, okay? And that's why she got Mr. Bob over there, the security, sitting up there, honey, from Judge Judy, okay? Sitting up there, the Baylor security team sitting up in there, honey, on the sideline, okay? And apparently people clocking her because Kenya Moore hair care, okay, Kenya Moore back in the day used to have security, and she would call security when she would, gaslight people and try to, what you call that, when they provoke, when she will provoke people. This is big. Let me bring you in here, honey. She spent $400,000 that's alone, honey. That's alone for that Kenya Moore hair spot, okay? And I was like, oh my goodness. And it's real pretty in there. She made it very pretty, but you're gonna have to have a lot of clientele to pay that money back. And I understand you do your business and stuff, but I was just screaming in her head, yeah, you could have paid off your house for that. You know what I mean? You could pay it off a house or got like a house or go into real estate like Angela Oakley. That would have been a much better investment than that. You're gonna have to $400,000. I think $100,000 would have been better. 400. I think maybe she's is inflating that, but $100,000 would have been better. Maybe 50 to 100, because I was like, that's a bad investment. You just lost money. Okay, now everybody's gonna wanna go up in there like that. You know what I mean? So, all right. But Edie and her sister, okay, I tuned it out because they were talking about her sister and her problems and stuff, not Britt Edie and stuff. I was like, if you're gonna talk about the sister, and then they're estranged. Did you notice that was estranged? Like, she only talked to her because the cameras is rolling. You see, type shit. Did you see that, honey? And it was about the sisters, what she's dealing with and stuff. So I was like, if you're gonna do that, honey, producer, gonna do that, you should have the sister on the show with her storyline, then you over there with Britt Edie not talking about nothing. You see what I'm saying? They're coming with y'all thing. And Dennis finally made his appearance. Okay, honey, yes. And I like him. I like how he speaks. He gets like a business wit friend. Okay, he helps out Juicadora and stuff like that. And I empathize with him. Let me tell you why. When he said these words, he wasn't tripping when Portia was living her best life up in Africa. Okay? So why is she tripping now that he's living his best life, even if he was messing with Juicadora? That ain't none of her damn business. I think she's just jealous. Okay? And she big mad that Juicadora is hanging out with him and enjoying him and everything else. So you shouldn't be mad. Go, girl, move on. And stop being mad, because honey, you was living your best life, and he probably wasn't tripping when you was living your best life in Africa, getting married and living in the mansions and the Bentleys and stuff. Okay, with that man money. Okay, and then you stole that man. You stole that woman husband, and you were living your best life in Africa. So you can't get mad here that he's making his coin and shooting with Juicadora. Even if he was messing with her, I don't even think you should be mad. Okay, I mean, you should be mad at her a little bit because she's breaking the friend code. So with your baby daddy, I can understand that part, but you should not be mad at him. That's my piece. Okay, and then the bank. Oh, that was beautiful. I'm about to write that down. Is it expensive to eat in there? Y'all tell me about the bank. All my ATL people, y'all tell me about the bank down in the comment section below. But the bank, very nice. I like the safe, the gold safe right there. Very beautiful. The dinner, everybody looked fabulous. Kim Moore came out there with that damn purple. Okay, she tried it. Okay, she tried it. I'm funny as hell, honey. Everybody wearing black. You come out here with this damn purple. Okay, you need, girl. You need. Okay, so that was fun and everything. And I did, Shamia, promote her song. I'm gonna check this out. Shamia is promoting her song and everything of the sort. And she basically, you should have put it on a speaker, or you could have sung it there, or got with the restaurant and sing it there, because that was a little tacky that you making people listen to it on the phone and stuff. And I didn't understand why Portia was shading Shamia, saying that it sounded like what's your name, Drew. Okay, you supposed to be her friend. Why are you shading her like that? Okay. But personally, I listened to the song on the YouTube with my earbuds, okay, my beats and everything, so that's good quality and stuff like that. And I just felt like, as a producer, a musician myself, I just felt like the song was overly processed, okay? Too much reverb, too much pitch correction. The producer put too much on that. She didn't really need all that. Overly produced, too many layers. It was just overly processed, okay? But very good song. I love the lyrics. I love the messaging of the song. She looks fabulous, so I'm very proud of her, okay? So anywho, what you guys think?
Excuse the audio. Okay, I was just checking out the video of the audio and stuff like that, and I didn't talk about Kia Moore versus Britt Edie. That was the most important part. Excuse the we're about to see. I took off the thing. Okay, honey. All right, so that was too much. It was like Britt Edie wanted all the smoke, and she was just, the drinks was kicking in, and she threatened Kia, and I felt like those girls, I understand Portia, and I would have had a heart to heart and made sure that Kia was okay. That was too much. Oh, this gum is getting stuck on my hand, y'all. Oh, don't do videos with gum. It's just bad all around. Hold on, bitch. Okay, because this is the most important part of the video. I may have to shorten the other ones, but they should have had a heart to heart. As a friend, I would have had a heart to heart with Kenya, make sure she was okay, because Britt Edie did threaten her about 2 or 3 damn times about putting hands on her and getting a weapon, the pow for her, and that is too much. That is wrong.com. And so I understand why Kenya came for her very hard and with the smoke like that. I understand it. Okay. So I don't feel no pity for Britt Edie. You shouldn't have come at, I have no pity for no Britt Edie. Okay, she shouldn't have came that hard. That was really hard. And it's like people are vindicating her, but no, seriously, that was really wrong. Y'all need to scorn her. She didn't get fired for that. She threatened her with weapons. Why she isn't fired? Okay, and why did they try to fire Kenya Moore? Then I'm hearing that she quit. Why they try to fire her for that when the woman did that? When Britt Edie came for her first, number one, number two, with weapons. It was like, and then Kenya Moore was so classy, just walked away. She didn't say nothing. She didn't put no fire to the flame. Okay. She didn't even provoke her like or gaslight her like Kenya Moore normally do. Okay, she just got in the car with Shamia and Portia and kept it moving. But I would have stopped the car and went somewhere and took Kenya somewhere and had a conversation with her. Are you okay, girl? That was really wrong. Okay. As a friend, that was missing. I think those are fake hoes. That they just, when the camera comes on, that that was not cool. Because as a friend, I would have checked on Kenya. You know what I mean? That was what's missing. No one's talking about. I would check on her. But anyway, that was not cute. So I'm excited for the next episode, and I don't feel no pity for Miss Britt Edie. I don't. No pity for Britt Edie. Y'all comment that. No pity for Britt Edie, because she was wrong for that. Threatening that woman like that. Okay, you made your point. Keep it the movie. Gone in there. You read her. Down. It wasn't a read because you threatened her. Okay, and you should have left with your husband and kept it cute. You were done at the table. You made your point at the table, but you went outside trying to fight her and threaten her and put out weapons. Y'all don't do that. You don't do that. Where you do that at? Where do you do that at? Not cute. Okay, so I do feel like there's vindication. So I wonder if they want, if she wants to come back, for the next season and everything. Kenya, they should let her back, because I feel like Britt Edie is wrong for that. Okay. Video that is says here. Like I said, click like, click share. I just wanted to speak on that very big important part right there. All right, honey. Peace.